Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Journey into Fantasy here with Kid Punk slash Brandon slash Amazing Spider Man Punk, whatever, slash King of the World. And then with me, Marin Hernandez slash Sanchi slash Sexiest Man in the World. And today we are going to be reviewing a quick little review on the questionable, but uh, I would say well animated film Fixed on Netflix by director I'm looking here by director Gennady Tartakovsky. I think I'm saying that right. The
Zendi,
man,
Tartakovsky.
right?
I can't say it.
It's a hard last name. Trust me. This is probably why he had all that built-in emotion for this film. People couldn't pronounce his name. The
Apparently, this
man,
was a
the
passion
great
project for
mind
him.
behind Samurai Jack and Primal, two amazing shows on Adult Swim.
And the original Clone Wars. It's a lot of
And
Star
the
Wars
original
fans
Clone Wars.
love that one, even though it's not canon. A lot of Star Wars fans love that animated series, and he is known for doing the Hotel Transylvania films.
Well, this director has swapped his lightsaber and vampire for I would say a red rocket and flying in, I guess, Permusky horny dogs, whatever. I don't know what safe word for horny dog is, but you know what I mean.
So this film is about
Fixed. This is called Fixed.
Yeah. So yeah, this film is about this horny dog who is about to get fixed. So him and the boys go on this one last adventure before he get his webos cut off.
As you do. Everybody does it.
Bull has a problem, and he's about to get.
I think this is an allegory for getting married. Story follows, of course, like Brandon had said, follows a dog named Bull, who learns about getting neutered. Naturally, he, decides to go out. Well, he didn't at first. He decided to go by himself to the streets and just live on his own.
And then the boys join him.
Hi, get eaten. Then the boys join him, voiced by, I think the main dog is voiced by Adam Devine, and
we do see Idris Elba as Rocco.
And the boxer.
And we do see Catherine Hahn as Honey, who is the love interest. And I do want to say that the voice cast in this, they were good. They did good. They did a hilarious job voicing their animals, voicing their dogs.
Right. I will say I did watch this movie in Spanish. I didn't watch it in English, so
he had a different voice cast.
I had a different voice cast, but it doesn't really matter for this film. I'm gonna be very honest with you. But the animation. Let's talk about the animation. The animation
that was good.
That was great. This man can animate. This man knows how to animate. We've seen it before with Samurai Jack, The Clone Wars, Hotel Transylvania, and how Brandon said before, this was like a passion project for this guy. He was really, for some reason, fighting to make this movie, which maybe he saw that one movie by Seth Rogen and said, hey, let me do that, but with dogs.
That one's a much better movie than this one.
What was it?
Sausage Party.
The food one. Sausage Party. You think that's a better movie than this?
Oh yeah, that one was actually funny.
True. This one, I don't think I did you laugh at all in this movie?
There were some parts I laughed. I don't remember exactly which parts, but I remember there's some parts that I was laughing. There were some parts for me that was like, what the fuck? Most of it was more like,
what the fuck?
Like, just, I don't know. It's like how this film was. I'm all for raunchy comedies. I'm all for adult animated stuff, like, cause they can be funny. Like South Park, it's fucking hilarious. And then, like, Sausage Party being about food that are fucking that. I only seen it once, but that was a pretty hilarious movie too. But like with this one, I don't know. With this one, isn't really one.
Yeah, if this one feels like they took the worst parts of South Park and that show Ren and Stimpy, and they cranked it up to like 100. They just got the worst parts of it.
What so?
The crude humor. Ren and Stimpy and South Park.
Oh, okay.
Because they do stuff like this too, where they're like sexual and they like do stuff that makes you think like, yeah, but it's also good stories and it's also like, I don't know, not dogs.
It's funny. I don't know, like
it's funny.
Yeah,
it looks like he. The film feels like he just wanted to show animals, I guess, being animals, but like just show them being sexual.
Like, apparently Tartakovsky, he was wanting to capture the dynamic of his friend group as he conceived this back in 2009 as a animal road trip film under the name Buds. And like originally the film consisted of different types of animals. But after executives suggested it needed a stronger hook, he was like, so what if one of them is a dog and he realized neuter in the morning? And which it ended up becoming Fixed. And this was actually made by Sony Pictures Animation, and I'm not gonna lie, Sony Pictures Animation, they're kind of underrated, you know? They do an amazing job with the Spider-Verse movies.
I don't think they're underrated at all. I think they get a lot of praise, especially for the Spider-Man movies.
Well, like, I'm not talking about just the Spider-Verse movies, because they do more animated stuff. I'm just saying that, like, no, besides the Spider-Verse movies, they're kind of underrated because they also had another film this year called, what was it called?
Wild Robot,
K-pop,
was that last year?
No, that's DreamWorks. K-pop Demon Hunters.
Oh.
And that was a fucking amazing film. That was, like, the animation in that was fucking epic.
So, did it make you a K-pop fan?
I only listen to that K-pop. That's in the movie. But like with this film, we do see like I feel like with this film there was like a little bit of hype because what Sony Animation did with K-pop Demon Hunters, and well, we end up with this. Which I would say the animation in there, like the animation with this, it was great. A different, like a bit of a stylistic 2D type animation that worked, and like there were certain sequences that was actually, even though like not the like story wise not really the best, but like just how like the animated sequences was like when we kind of see the dogs, well, spoiler alert, well, we're getting into spoilers pretty much, like how when we see the dogs, you know, chase after the squirrel, rip it up, and then after that where it's like they're kind of like going on like this montage, they let that little dog out of the
That was in the trailer.
Like they let that little dog out of the purse, and like the little dog gets run over and all that. Just like that montage sequence, that was actually animated very well. Like some
movie was very well animated.
Some questionable animated parts.
It just sucks that it was this movie was well animated with the crude humor, which, you know, it's not as bad as people are making it out to. I don't think so. I think if it's just not your type of humor, you're not gonna like it. You know, if you don't want to watch dogs basically just fucking all the time on screen,
or
you obviously don't watch this fucking movie,
or see their balls bouncing on screen,
or see buttholes.
There's a lot of buttholes in this.
Yeah, it was I don't know. This is his passion project, I guess. Apparently, this film was also supposed to be released under Warner Brothers. So I was wondering if it's supposed to be released under HBO Max. But it was supposed to be released under Warner Brothers through New Line Cinema. The film dropped August 2024 due to cost. They dropped the film in August 2024 due to cost saving. You know, whatever. I think that's the year they're trying to like get rid of a lot of movies, though.
Like we've seen that happen with, you know, several other animated films, like the recent Looney Tunes film that released earlier this year, and what happened with Coyote versus Acme, Batgirl, that was one. Thankfully, this film got saved. Coyote versus Acme got saved. Well, like, I don't think a film should be.
I would have rather seen Batgirl than this.
I don't think a film should be written off regardless, to be honest.
Yes, of course.
But like, you know, thankfully, like I'm like, since this was his passion project, I'm glad that it got saved, because there are people who like this type of films, and I'm glad that
Batgirl got saved.
And I'm glad that the two Looney Tunes films eventually got saved. Thankfully, hope like it is still disappointing what Warner Brothers did with Batgirl, though. Because, like, with that, we were getting Michael Keaton Batman, we were getting
Brendan Fraser. I wanted to
Brendan
see Brendan
Fraser as the
Fraser.
villain, and we were getting J.K. Simmons back as Commissioner Gordon, and Leslie Grace. She was going to be playing Barbara Gordon, and I think she was in The Heights,
Okay.
that singing movie, New
Yeah.
York by that had Lin-Manuel Miranda. That's based off one of his
Yeah.
plays, I think. So
Yeah.
and
Wait, what? No, it's not. In the Heights was like made in the way before Lin-Manuel Miranda was even an adult, dude.
I thought it was based off one of his plays.
In the Heights?
Yeah.
Oh wait, you're right. I'm thinking about West Side Story with Steven Spielberg. Sorry.
Ay.
You're right.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same thing. Puerto
Yeah,
Ricans,
I guess, yeah.
New York.
Now back to, I guess, talking
Back
trash
to
about.
Brandon's favorite movie, Fixed.
I was going to say back to talking trash about Warner Brothers for writing off these films.
Well, they did make a mistake, and I don't know if this is a mistake, but they dropped this movie, Fixed, and Netflix decided to pick it up.
Yeah, I think Sony.
It did give a lot of attention to Netflix.
The rights went back to Sony, and Sony shopped it around. And Netflix was like, "Yeah, sure, we'll take it."
They'll take anything at this point.
Honestly, yeah. And we got this.
This film has a very star-studded cast, by the way. I'm surprised like the English version at least, they got a lot of like famous names. Like we mentioned before, fucking Adam Devine, Idris Elba. That's when I heard he was in this movie, I was thinking to myself, why would he agree to this?
How much did they pay him to do this? Let's be real.
To be fair, I don't know if he says anything. Watching the movie, I watched it only once, but watching it, I don't think he says anything crazy. So maybe he just read his lines without hearing anybody else's lines.
He did good voice acting though, and we do get Catherine Hahn, what she is known for doing comedies. From Step Brothers, she was in Bridesmaids. She's now Agatha. Like, she's known for her humor. She's known for her comedy. So good choice to be in this type of film.
And then we get a lot of people on Bobby Moynihan as Lucky.
Yeah, he was
Moynihan, and River Gallo as Frankie. Gallo.
Yeah, they were.
This movie.
The voice cast was good. A lot of. They did go with
voice cast is good.
They did go with what they were given. Let's just say that.
I will say this movie has me rethinking about touching my cat and my family's dogs.
Gus,
how about you? How was Chewy? You looked at him different after the movie?
No.
You just sat there watching him.
Guts to show this to his dog and be like, "This is what's going to happen to you." I know, Guts. I know you're listening to this. You will hate this movie, though. But yeah, like, I don't know. Was this? I'm just wondering, how did Genndy Tartakovsky, how did he went from developing these iconic shows from Dexter's Laboratory, Powerpuff Girls, Samurai Jack, The Clone Wars, Primal, doing the Hotel Transylvania films to doing this.
Well, it says here, I'm glad you asked, Brandon. It says here he was inspired from his own experiences in high school with his friends. He aimed to translate their humor into an animated film one day, and he decided to do it with dogs. So that should give you an idea from when we make our animated film.
I was going to take inspiration from regular show.
He's going to take inspiration from our high school, middle school days. He says here he was also inspired. You wanted to make an R-rated version of The Lady and the Tramp, which now that I'm looking at this and
Okay,
looking
that
at the
makes
film
sense.
again, I can see it.
I
The
can
dog
see
is
that.
great. Rich girl.
Ugly dog though.
Yeah, I don't even know what kind of dog this is. He's a mutt. I guess that's
He's
what
a
he calls
mutt. He's a
himself.
mutt.
It's there's a lot of explicit scenes in this movie,
A lot. We
such as talking testicles and
talking
a
balls.
sex club for
A
dogs.
sex club. We do see a intersex Doberman.
And there is the last scene that kind of throw me off. One of the last scenes where Bull, our main protagonist, gets on top of his friend and is, let's say, is forcibly getting his buns filled with, I don't even know how to. Anyways, that scene is probably the one I'm like, okay, this is. I kind of stopped watching after that, to be honest. And then I had to come back and finish it later.
That scene was like, okay then.
Somebody drew that. Somebody drew that, dude.
Somebody drew.
But
all the, I hope they were
neither
paid.
here or there.
Because I think with this film, I think it was hand drawn.
Oh really?
I was reading that it was hand drawn. It was like he considered using computer animation, but yeah, he considered to use computer animation, but he ultimately decided to keep the film's hand drawn animation, making it the first hand drawn animated film or hand drawn film to be produced by Sony Pictures Animation. So yeah, I know people want.
What a great starting point for them.
I know people like hand drawn films, so yeah, good. We finally get a good one. Yeah, good starting point for Sony for doing that. Like, I know people love adult animated film, adult animated projects. I know people, and I've seen how this film has a fan base online. So,
does it already?
Yeah. Apparently, people are sending threats to the animators.
Wait, the fan base or?
Well, apparently there are people sending threats to the animators, but there is also a fan base for this film. Like, if you enjoy this film, good for you. But for me personally, it just wasn't for me. I wish I could have liked it more, because like I mentioned, I did enjoy the animated style. I thought like the animation was the best part of it. I did like the voice cast, and some of the jokes were funny. Some of it was just a bit crazy, but like I just don't think, like, for me this film is unfixable.
Not for you.
Not for me.
Well, there are some good reviews out there. I looked up some in Screen Rant. You know Screen Rant.
Yeah.
We all here know Screen Rant. Calls Fix a grossed out animated comedy that earns its laugh, praising its surprising depth beneath the crude humor. So it looks like they were a fan of it.
I can
understand reviewer, that. Decider. I don't think I've heard of Decider. Do you know Decider?
Sounds familiar.
Well, describes the film as a hypersexual R-rated animated comedy that, despite its explicit content, includes, quote unquote, one of the most empathetic portrayals of an intersex character seen in mainstream Hollywood film. Which, okay, I guess there is an intersex character, which I don't think it's the most empathetic in Hollywood. But I guess people are praising it for that, which it's a dog at the end of the day.
Yeah, like good for that. That was good for them, including an intersex.
I guess. Who do you know who played that character?
It was played by River Gallo.
Oh yeah, I just said that earlier.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Like, I understand. I can understand why people praise this. Like how you told me earlier, people love adult animated projects to like shut off their brain,
Have in the background.
have in the
Turn off your
background.
brain.
Or
Like people with action films.
or like how you were telling me earlier.
What?
Oh, that it makes you feel like a kid again in a way.
Yeah. I mean, I
I
don't
was
get
wanting-
high,
I
but
was-
I'm sure people.
I was letting you just say it, but
Oh,
since it's
Yeah,
kind of like your moment.
people. I can see people getting high and watching this and just turning off their brain. You know what I mean? This
Yeah.
is something which a lot of, sadly, but a lot of American adult animation is just kind of crude comedy, which
Yeah.
it's good, but sometimes I do wish we go more towards like Japan, how they have their adult animation be more action packed and more layers to it rather
It can
than
be
just
argued that
easy jokes.
it can be argued that their animation can be borderline hentai at times.
Yeah, but if it's for an adult, I mean, what would you call this? What would you call fixed? So you telling me you
Point-
prefer animal?
Point proven. Adult animated have its projects. There's some adult animated projects like The Simpsons that isn't crude humor, but yet can be a bit borderline crude at times, I feel like. But yeah, that one's more family friendly compared to a lot of the other adult animated projects. Then you have like,
King of the
Seth
Hill.
yeah, King of the Hill. It's like kind of like The Simpsons, I would say, when it comes to that, and Futurama. But yeah, you have like
Futurama.
the other ones, like the Seth MacFarlane ones from Family Guy, American Dad, like even the Cleveland Show back in the day. Like, I feel like they were kind of like a little bit more crude, not too much, but yet compared to shows like what is it, Big Mouth? Like I never
Big Mouth.
I never seen Big Mouth, but I couldn't really get. I never seen Big Mouth, but it never really like
Me neither.
appealed to me. Rick and Morty, I feel like it's
I-
a little bit like
yeah.
that. I wouldn't say Solar Opposites. Like Solar Opposites feel more like a tamed version of Rick and Morty in a way, but yet
I love Solar
I
Opposite.
love it too.
I think I like it more than Rick and Morty.
I haven't seen Rick and Morty in a while. Like I
The
don't
new
know.
season's out, and I've seen like 1 or 2 episodes of
I'll
it.
catch up eventually, but like for me, like when it comes to like some adult animated projects, like Rick and Morty, like and no, it was like this for me with the Harley Quinn series, the animated Harley Quinn series. Like I feel like they start off very good at first, start off very interesting. It's like, okay, this is pretty hilarious. This is funny. I like what's going on, but yet as it continues to go on, it starts to lose its bit, where it kind of just the humor doesn't land well, or it's like it's like the series goes downhill a bit. And for
Right.
me, that's what happened with Rick and Morty. For me, that's what happened with the Harley Quinn series. And there are times where it's like, as much as I love South Park, there are times where it's kind of like that with South Park, to be honest. Where it's like,
Yeah, I
It's
can
still-
see that.
it's still hilarious. Like for me, South Park is still hilarious, but yeah, there's just some stuff like, I don't know, with like the past several seasons, I didn't care how much it decided to focus more on Randy than the kids. But yet it was still
I love Randy.
I do too, but yet it was still pretty funny.
I don't know if you guys can see my Randy up there.
He's trying to be Randy in real life. And Ted Integrity Farms
Have you-
is going to
have-
have Changxi's Farms.
Did you watch the newest episode? Not the newest, the first episode of the new season?
South Park?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, do you watch? So when Randy's using his AI on the bed and Sharon's right there, Hannah said that's me. And how he said, oh, "Good night, AI, I love you," and then farts. That's literally me, dude.
I can see that.
Anyways,
like
back to Brandon's favorite movie, Fixed.
like the other day, just yesterday actually, I rewatched the South Park movie, the longer, bigger.
Oh, I saw your review on Letterboxd.
Yeah, so it's like we need more animated films like that. Kind of. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like that is
I
like a
guess-
perfect animated film for like raunchy humor and stuff like that. Even like we talked about it briefly earlier. Sausage Party. I only seen it once, so like I don't know
We
if
like Sausage Party.
that was a funny one. I'm not gonna lie. Like without like I do feel like that Seth Rogen is perfect when it comes to that type of humor. Like for me, when it with how Sausage Party was, it was like has that Seth Rogen humor that I love, that is hilarious, but yet and just has this super bizarre concept of what if food was actually alive, and then like I don't know. I feel like when it comes to like raunchy animated films, they should like try to like take inspiration from those in a way. Like
Okay.
kind of study, okay, this worked, this didn't. Because like with Fixed, sure, it is funny at times, but yet for me, some of the jokes just don't land well. Some of it came off as
I think it's a
flat.
lot of our nostalgia with those movies.
Some of it came off as a lot of it came off as cringe, and
A lot of it came off with cringe.
and it's just kind of like, why do we want to see dogs going crazy for fucking? It's
Yeah, I think if
like
this movie came out
some
a
funny
couple
stuff.
years ago, I think if this movie came out during Sausage Party, it probably would have done. But I don't even know, dude. I don't even know if this movie
Probably,
should have came out.
honestly.
I don't even know if this movie should have came out.
Like there's no fixing this movie, but yet I like I mentioned, I understand why people like if this. I can understand why there's a fan base for this. Like
Yeah,
I can
I can
understand
see.
why.
Like, it's not a bad movie. The
Mhm.
right, like the dialogue, I don't think it's terrible. I mean, it's some cringe things, of course, but it's just, I guess the whole plot of the movie just
Yeah.
like, okay, it's just weird.
Yeah, it's like there's just a lot of just stuff that's like we see the dog going crazy, humping the grandma's leg, and
Yeah, a
but
lot of stuff was there for no reason. That's that.
yeah, like
Like the last scene I'm talking about
there
with
was a
him on top of that was there for no. That could have been something else.
yeah,
I don't like. Did he just?
like I've seen a movie reviewer who I follow, Austin Burke, him talking about how he thinks this probably could have benefited a bit more if it was a short film. And
Okay,
I
or like
think
a series, like a 2 episode, like a 3 episode series. Ah, that's
I
probably too long
know
for a series.
no, they don't have
Yeah,
to
never
try to
mind.
come up for a season 2, a season 3, and they're like, no. But like, I don't know. I think a short film, 20-minute, 10-minute short film could work for this in a way.
Sure.
Maybe like take out a lot of the unnecessary stuff.
I
Maybe
agree. I think take out of a lot of the. You're right, unnecessary sexual innuendos that they have there.
yeah. It's like it kind of just felt like for me just like I don't want to say high school humor, but like maybe a little bit more like middle school humor, like when
I mean, if you said
learning
high school
about that
humor,
like just that age between that middle school and high school years was like you're learning about this stuff and you're like look balls just stuff
I
like
think that's
that.
what his. I think that's what his target
Like
audience
even though this
was.
is rated R.
It's a rated R film and it's very. But come on, guys, we know. Like when we were younger, we were trying to watch anything that was rated R. We were trying to watch a lot of. Like when I was a kid, I was trying to watch South Park when I shouldn't have been, or I was trying to watch Family Guy.
Yeah.
What's like one of the R-rated things you try to watch as a kid and you weren't allowed to? Pokemon,
Probably was Family Guy.
Family Guy. Did you ever like sneak to try to watch it by
Like I
yourself?
used to be able to like I watched it as a kid with my grandpa at first, but my mom put a stop to that. And she tried to put a stop to The Simpsons, but my dad said no, that The Simpsons is fine. So
Well,
I wasn't allowed
Boondocks.
to watch Family Guy until like, but I started to watch it again when I was 14 because it was like, this is for ages 14 years and up. So
Well, Boondocks.
I watched that in high school.
Yeah, but like you're not old enough to watch it, like, even if you're in high school. That's what I'm saying. This is like
I
what they were
guess
trying to aim
I don't
for, I think.
know. Like I like, but this humor, like for the humor, it's like different than that type of humor, though. I would say.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like he wants he aims this towards more high school humor. I think just because more
Probably.
kids watch stuff like that.
I guess. Yeah, like, yeah, I could see that.
Think about what you were trying to watch at that age, you know. And a lot of stoners, like a lot of people, a lot of young people are stoners.
This is a
So they're
stoner movie
more.
for sure.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of young people are stoners. A lot of
Yeah,
college kids are stoners, high school kids, and this is something for them to smoke and just have in the background.
yeah, yeah. I could see that. Like,
Although that scene with Napoleon and the El Chile, whatever the Tesco is called, was. I felt like I was high watching. I was like, what the hell am I watching here?
yeah, there's just a lot of stuff that was just like, what, what the heck is this crap? Like, what? What? Like with this film, like, I don't know. It's like I feel like that maybe watching it with a group of friends, you can like, have
Yeah,
fun talking shit about it. Cause like there's like some parts that's like kind of bad that it's funny in a way.
we should have watched this together on Discord.
We should have.
Could have been the movie to get you high for the first time. Oh my god, no! Don't ever. Imagine getting high for the first time with this.
Oh my gosh.
So look at my tripod I bought. Anyways,
But like like, and then by the end of how this film is, it does feel like a little bit underwhelming in a way. It's like, oh, all that for nothing then. But yeah, I guess now it works out in the end because he gets the girl.
he gets the bitch.
Yeah, yeah. Bull gets Honey, Catherine Hahn's character. So good for him. But like,
And then she goes off to a at the end. What is it like a bear strip club? That was weird too.
they go back to the strip club, and then there's a grizzly
Who
bear male
animated?
stripper.
Who animated the testicles on that fucking bear? I feel bad for that guy or girl. It had to be a guy because no girl would be dumb enough to just sit there and edit. It was probably a guy that did the money.
I hope the animators got paid handsomely well for this.
Yeah, I hope you're right, dude.
Like, this film is something else. Like,
Something else.
but like for me, as a fan of adult animated projects, it didn't really hit the mark. Because I'm all for raunchy humor. Like there's those the teen comedies that are like kind of raunchy in a way that are hilarious, cringe but hilarious. But like with this one, it was just mostly cringe, very little humor. That just could have been better, but yet the best parts was the animated, like just how it was animated, that style. That was
Well,
great.
how far do you have this in your letterbox list of 2025? I'm gonna show mine. I'll show you guys mine. I just got back into letterbox.
Let
Oh yeah, I
uh
wonder if I could I'll pop it up here. Anyways, keep going. I'll find it.
I got to 100 films. Lately, Letterbox has been slow. I don't know what the hell's going on with it, but lately
Slow as in how it's lagging, right?
yeah, it's lagging.
I think they're trying to make us use the paid version.
I have the paid version.
How much is that?
$50 a year. I think they have one for $20 a year.
Brandon. What else what do you get with that?
You get view of your stats. You could change the posters for yourself on it. It's a small company, so it's kind of nice to support them. But
We're
okay,
not a small company. You can't really see it.
it is 88 out of 100 films of the year.
88 out of 100.
Yeah.
What do you have as dead last?
War of the Worlds.
Oh, that makes sense. I think that's my last one too.
That was a bad movie, but yeah, it is so bad it is funny. You're just laughing at how bad that movie was. But yeah,
It's loading. It's loading. Give it a second. Letterbox is being slow for some reason. You're right. I thought it was just because I didn't have the pay version.
No, I feel like many people are just using it. Maybe that they need to like update their servers. I don't know, but please,
Okay.
Letterbox fix it. It is getting annoying.
Or do you want to say what your favorite scene or worst scene of the movie is?
I don't have a favorite scene. I wouldn't say there's like a worst scene. Probably the beginning, like him and the grandma.
That's the worst scene
There's more,
for
but
you?
like that's kind of the memorable one that I was like, oh gosh, what the fuck is this?
And I guess your rating.
Because of the animation and the voice cast, maybe like a 5 out of 10. I think on Letterboxd I gave it a 2 out of 5.
All right, here it is.
You have a
There you go.
You have a second to last.
I don't think I watched that many movies this year. Oh, I gotta put How to Train Your Dragon.
You watched that?
Yeah, I did.
Nice.
How to Train Your Dragon would probably be right after Together, right before, right? Yeah. What do you think of my list?
Terrible list.
Terrible. What don't you like about it?
You have Thunderbolts too low.
Oh hell yeah, that movie was boring.
I love how you have Fantastic Four at number 4.
For now,
But yeah, like
there's my list, guys.
but
My
what was your
favorite scene in the movie?
Yeah, what was your favorite scene in the film? What was your least favorite scene, if you had one?
We gotta hide this. Favorite scene in the movie. My favorite scene in this movie. Great question.
You don't have one,
I'm
do
trying to
you?
remember.
When it ended.
Yeah, I don't. I guess the dog show scene was pretty funny or pretty tame.
That was
It
that was
wasn't too
funny.
bad. I guess that's the only tame part. The part that was like, it's all right. My worst scene was the last scene I said, the one where he's getting
Oh,
butt
that
fucked
one.
by that other dog. It felt a little grapey, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So that was probably the worst scene.
Yeah. What is your rating?
I'm glad you asked. I do have a rating system going on, guys. If you haven't noticed,
Oh no.
I will pop up. I'll pop up my rating right now. My rating for fixed is 1/2 shell taco
What half shell taco?
with no meat.
With no meat.
Just a boring hard shell taco.
Yeah.
Terrible. Just terrible. No seasoning, no nothing.
Like if you're like a super fan into adult animated raunchy stuff, then this is the project for you. But if you're not,
I'm a fan of adult animation, and I don't think it was I don't think it was all that, to be honest.
It wasn't. But yeah, there are people like I can understand why people love this. If you do, good for you. I guess this film just wasn't for us, unfortunately. Sucks.
Sorry about that, guys.
I was wanting to. I'm not gonna lie. I was actually wanting to like this. You know, I was like hoping it would be good, especially with the role that Sony Pictures Animation has been in. But
especially with Idris Elba, I really like that actor, dude.
Yeah, but it's just not fixable.
Say that again.
Unfixable.
Yeah, well,
like it
sure,
is.
This movie will make you think twice before petting your dogs or your cats or your whatever.
Might make you look at your dog differently. Like, dang, you gotta get neutered now.
I'm gonna fill the toilet up with Kool-Aid. That's for me. I'm gonna walk into the toilet and I'm gonna see if Phil Kool-Aid in Hannah's and be like, "Hey, Mary, I got you a present." Anyways,
like,
I
you know,
think that's
yeah, I think that should wrap
yeah.
it up. But if you listen to us talk about Fixed, we're sorry. But thank you for
If
listening
you've seen
to
the
us.
movie,
If,
we're also sorry.
if you didn't like the movie, we're sorry. But hey, if you liked it, I'm proud. Like, I'm glad for you. I'm happy for you. We're happy for you. Explain to us why you liked it. Explain to us why you didn't like it. You know,
Tell us if we're wrong down in the comments.
I think you could comment on Spotify. You should be able to comment on YouTube, or you could just add us at any one of our socials. Because why
Or
not?
you can email
Yeah, email us.
this guy.
No. But yeah, thank you.
Anyways,
But yeah, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching us. Tune in next time as we will be doing more movie reviews. Hopefully, we will be doing more episodes this year. So stay tuned for
yeah.
everything we have coming up. And
And also real quick, let us know if you want us to review other stuff than just movies. Let us know in the comments. Maybe we'll review the South Park episodes or the King of the Hill series or anything else. Whatever you guys want to see, whatever you guys want to hear us talk about. Maybe you don't want to hear us talk about. Just let us know in the comments. Give us that engagement. And with that being said, thank you guys for joining us in this journey of fantasy.